Improbable in the center. Extra Hope is between horses, and Improbable slingshots to the front. Improbable now a length and a half in front. Long Range Toddy is running a very big one in the center of the track. Improbable, Long Range Toddy trying to gun him down. Improbable, here's Long Range Toddy.
All right, welcome back to Racing Rundown. We got Long Range Toddy and why he will not win the Kentucky Derby. Now, Long Range Toddy, just to take a look at his statistics for the year, Long Range Toddy won the Springboard Mile back in December of 2018, and then he was second in the Smarty Jones to Gray Attempt, third in the Southwest to Super Steed, the big long shot that did not make it to the Kentucky Derby, and then he finally won the Rebel. One of the divisions of the Rebel, at least, of course, the Rebel Stakes was broken up into two separate races because of the incident that was going on in Southern California. And then Long Range Toddy did not run well in the Arkansas Derby, last out 6th. He was not really a factor at all. He looked like he was making a run at the top of the stretch, but Omaha Beach just looked so much better than him. And Improbable, to his credit, even though Improbable could not get by Omaha Beach and would not have gotten by him even if they had gone around the track another time, Improbable did look very good in passing Long Range Toddy. So I will give Improbable credit there. The thing that Long Range Toddy is reminding me about specifically is just the type of horse that is there. He's in the field. He has a decent shot. Long Range Toddy is probably going to be somewhere in the 15, 20 to 1 range. He's the typical, he's there for the Derby. He's not the favorite. He's not a super long shot. He's just, like I said, he's just there. And Long Range, there's nothing special about Long Range Toddy. It's not anything that he's not a talented horse. He obviously has some talent, although I will say Improbable was off a layoff in the Rebel Stakes. Also, Improbable was a younger horse in the in the Rebel Stakes, so his focus when he had a significant lead in the stretch, I think he had about a 4-length lead in the stretch that Long Range Toddy eventually did come up and catch him. Improbable was just kind of looking around, and that's what young horses tend to do. They're not really focused. He was off a layoff. Now, he did lose some ground, and it actually wasn't as big of a lead as I thought it was. It was only like a 2-length lead, but Long Range Toddy did end up coming from out of the clouds. But that's kind of what young horses tend to do. Improbable was kind of looking around in the stretch, and no one was there, so he thought he had won. He thought the race was over. Long Range Toddy just kind of caught him. So Long Range Toddy won a race over Improbable, who had a legitimate excuse in the Rebel Stakes, and Improbable was well beaten by Omaha Beach. Now, I say well beaten, not visually well beaten, but if you look at the way that Omaha Beach was running the Arkansas Derby, like I've said before, and I will probably say this until the Kentucky Derby, Omaha Beach could have kept going. So that was a very impressive win by Omaha Beach. Like I said with Long Range Toddy, it's not anything specifically about the horse. It's once again a case of I just think there are better horses in the field than Long Range Toddy. And you always have those horses in the Kentucky Derby. They've won a couple of stakes races. They're good horses, but they're not anything that you would say, this is a horse that is going to win a Triple Crown or anything. Not that I'm saying there's going to be a horse that's going to win a Triple Crown, but not that Long Range Toddy is going to become a multiple Grade 1 winner or anything. He's just a good, solid horse that is one of the 20 horses that is stipulated to be in the Kentucky Derby, and he is going to have a fair shot of winning. I just think that there are far better horses in the field than Long Range Toddy. So that's it for this episode. I will see you probably once again later tonight with Tax. See you then.
Inside marquee Prince fading a bit, and here comes Long Range Toddy breaking out of traffic and gunning for the front. Long Range Toddy grabs the lead inside the furlong pole. Long Range Toddy, the clever Trevor winner, is pouring it on. Bank it, rolling after Long Range Toddy. Long Range Toddy needs a line, and Long Range Toddy gets it by a head to win the Springboard Mile over Bank it.